So hello guys, I am back again, and this time I made a custom tool for myself that solved a very crucial pain point of mine, and that is what I'm going to show you exactly today, that how I did it and what I actually made. So let's start. So what I have actually made is, as you can see in the video, that right now I am having an RGB keyboard on my laptop. Now the problem was, let me show you in our app only that what the problem actually was. So this is the app that I have made, HP Omen RGB, and it opens up like this. Now, as you can see that this is the kind of keyboard that I actually got to when I just switched on my backlit, because there is no support of an RGB soft control software for my laptop or laptops in Linux per se. There is one alternative to it, but it does not support a lot of devices. So I thought, let's make one of my own. Now why one? Because in this preset you can see that all the bright colors are there and this is full brightness. So when in the night I'll switch on my backlit, it will put a lot of strain on my eyes. So I decided to go on by making my own. So what I did is I went over to anti-gravity. I did a little bit of research, and after researching I found out that I can actually control the RGB keyboard of mine with some sudo commands. But that would be a lot hectic because I will have to manually go into the terminal every time, write long commands, and then the colors will change. So I just went into it and I researched a bit more, and I came to know that I can use Python scripts, and then I can give actually the sudo access to this app of my keyboard, and it can just manage my keyboard for me by having some presets and GUI. That is the main thing that we did. So what I actually did, so I have built a comprehensive custom desktop Linux application to control my RGB keyboard, and my laptop is HP Open 16. And HP provides Light Studio, which is not supported in Linux. So we basically used Python, GTK3, which is also a Python library, and Cairo, which is a 2D graphics library. So that this is for our UI, and Python and GTK3 is basically to control our hardware. We made some custom UI components and some layers so that we can control our hardware using the kernel. So these are all the files that anti-gravity got me, and it took me roughly 3 to 4 hours of work, like multiple iterations on anti-gravity, after which I got a pretty good result. And the result was that I was able to have some presets like this one. Like I clicked on gaming, I got this red keyboard. The ocean one, the synth wave, which is, these are just some presets. Like under the hood, what is happening, there are a certain fixed commands which are getting executed as I'm clicking on these buttons. And this is so cool, and this is so easy because you just have to click on these buttons and there are a lot of commands that will just get executed in the background. So this is a great user experience per se, instead of just using a terminal every time and writing commands. And I just basically went on the internet and I asked it that which kind of light should I be using and at what brightness in the night time, so that I can have the least strain on my eyes. And it suggested me some presets, and I just asked anti-gravity to implement them, like this aura green one. uh, this is good for eyes, but not very good. Right now the brightness is a lot. I think we can decrease the brightness. Now it looks quite good. Then we have this night shift one. This is really good if you have to work in the night. This just decreases the stress and strain on eyes a lot. Then we have this melatonin one, and we can always just toggle the brightness as per our needs. And we have different zones, like I can just change the RGB zone wise. The zone 0 is this, then the zone 1 I can set it to some other colors. The zone 1 is this, because I have 4 zone RGB keyboard, so I have here 4 zone controls. This is my last zone, I mean second zone 2, and the last zone, which is zone 3, I can just set another colors. And this is how I can basically control my laptop RGB keyboard to the extent I want. I also have a color picker over here. I can just pick up any color and I can apply it, and the color changed. Apart from these static presets, I have some animation modes also, like the static. We can go to breathing. Now see, the colors is the same, just animating the colors. Like right now it is breathing, I can adjust the speed so it looks a little bit more natural. See, this is the breathing one. Then we have this rainbow one, which has some color presets also, and we can toggle the speed again, uh, like this. So it will keep changing. Then we have this wave one, and the most interesting part about it is that over here the animation modes that I have, they are more than the modes that I have in the HP pre-built software. So this means I have more control and I can just experiment more, and that is what we do as developers, right? So I can toggle the modes, which you will get an idea more in this chase one. So you can see that right now the light is going from this direction to this direction, and now I'll toggle it. Now the light goes from this direction to this direction. Now this thing also is really cool. Then we have this sparkle one, which is not kind of like chase, but this looks like that. Then we have this candle one, in which I think in the camera this will not be that much visible, but it gives kind of that effect when the air is blowing near to your candle and the candle's flame is just toggling like this. Then we have this aurora one. Then we also have this disco one, and these all are pretty cool. There are some more dynamic presets like the sleep well, deep focus, disco fever, heartbeat, blue chaos, aurora, ocean wave, candlelight. Like a lot of things are there. So this is basically all what I built just in 3 to 4 hours. Just imagine, if you know how to give prompt to AI, and I know nothing about what is happening under the hood. I don't know Python. I know a little bit about terminal, but I did not use that knowledge. It is just all done by anti-gravity. This is such a fascinating thing to happen. Then we can also add some layers, like I can add a layer over here, layer 1, and I can just save this current layer, I think. Yeah, so as per this layer I'm blending it. So I'll just set all the colors. I'll set it to candle. Now I'll save the current layer. I'll just give it L1. I'll save it over here, and now you can see that as soon as I saved that layer, the candle effect is there, but now because on the other layer that we are having, it is having some other colors which is red, so it is overriding that color. If I'll add it and I'll multiply it, I'll just switch these zones off, and now see, the light is gone. Now this one, I can blend it. See, the light has come again, and if I would just add up this, so now you can see the effect is there. Now both the layers are being blended. One layer is giving the color, one layer is giving the animation. So this is something that was not there in the pre-built software of HP Omen, which was Light Studio. And I can just toggle these things up and down also, the layers. This is so fascinating, yeah. AI can do a lot of things. You just need to know what you want to do, and a little bit about technical things, like how to fix the errors if you are getting, and how to put the checkpoints at different places. Like you achieved X and now you should checkpoint it, so that when you are trying to achieve Y, you do not mess the things up, and if by any chance the things get messed up, so you can come back to X. So I think that's all for this video, and I would love for you people to just explore more things like this, because in the future you will need these skills. So till then, keep building, keep breaking, keep debugging, and keep learning. Sayonara.